Do you have a book lover or a hardcore autodidact on your gift list this year? If you're not into reading yourself, you may not have a clue what to give them, but fear not. Today, I'm going to cover 10 categories of gifts that most any book lover will be tickled to get. Hi there. I'm Linda Maxey, also known as Library Lynn. I talk about books and bookish things on this channel. I'm a lifelong, die-hard book enthusiast, so I know what many book lovers appreciate. I'm going to give you 10 gift categories with a few specific suggestions to get you started. And stay tuned to the end when I'll share a bonus gift idea that will really make an impression. This gift list, like I said, is categories. It's not meant to be just, here's a specific gift that you can get from a specific place for a specific price. It's not like that. This is meant to be a springboard for creative ideas for you to decide what would be best for your particular book lover. So a few notes before we dive into the categories. Most of us do like to feel truly seen. Your bibliophile may not like every gift on my list, so keep your person in mind. But the thought will be appreciated because you did consider their unique interests. To increase the chances that you'll hit on the right choice, do a little detective work before you make your purchase. When visiting your book lover, look at their shelves. What kind of books seem to interest them the most? In a casual conversation, ask them, what's one book you would love to read but you never have read? Notice if they wear jewelry. Do they keep journals? Are they tea or coffee drinkers? Or neither? All of these things can help guide your choices. You do want your gift to be as close to their unique tastes as possible. A truly nice thing about book lovers is that the gifts don't have to be super expensive. They can be, but they don't need to be. I'll start with the most inexpensive things you can buy and work my way up to the more expensive ideas. Okay, so let's dive in. Number 1, nice bookmarks. These make great stocking stuffers. They can also be added to other categories for a few bonus points. Where do you find nice bookmarks? Etsy is one of my favorite places to find these. Most are handmade and they can be genre specific. If you know your recipient's favorite author, you could visit the author's website and see if you can find bookmarks and other swag. Museum gift shops are good places to look. They often have cool bookmarks, and so do libraries, especially larger ones. You can either find these in the actual venue, the building, or you can find them online on their gift shop pages. Or with bookmarks, if you're good with crafts, you can make your own. Bookmarks can be made of paper, leather, felt, metal. Your imagination is the limit. Category number 2, book-themed candles. Not all book lovers appreciate candles, but a surprising number of them do, and adding a bookish theme to the mix really makes it special. I found the company Frostbeard Studios and bought a candle, The Inklings, for myself. The Inklings, of course, is a group of writers who met at Oxford University and got together to drink, walk, and talk and discuss their writings together. The core members of the group were Charles Williams, Owen Barker, C.S. Lewis, and J.R.R. Tolkien. This candle smells of cider, oak, and pipe tobacco. It's made of soy, has a lead-free wick, and uses natural scents. I light it when I write, and it doesn't give me a headache. I'm not affiliated with this company at all, but I'll leave a link to their website below. And they're just one example. There are many other companies out there who make book-themed candles. And to get started finding them, just type in bookish candles or book-themed candles into a search engine or a store site. Category number 3, journals to write in. Many people who read books also keep a journal. I know I do. Some of them keep reading journals. Your person may not, but it shouldn't be too hard to find out if they do. For some people, when it comes to notebooks, size matters. I like an 8.5 by 11 inch notebook to write most of my notes in, but some people prefer what they call size A notebooks that measure around 5 by 8 inches. But regardless of size, most book lovers would appreciate a nice leather-bound notebook or one with a cool cover. Field Notes makes nice smaller notebooks with all sorts of themes, and you can design your own notebooks on sites like Zazzle or Denik. and I will link those below. Once again, I have no affiliation with either of those companies. You can also find some nice ones on Amazon, and I'll give a link to some I like below. If you're going to keep notebooks or planners or take notes when you read, you want a nice pen, right? One of my friends sent me this ink pen from Levenger to celebrate when I published my second book. If you're watching, Randy, this really meant a lot to me, and I still appreciate it very much. Isn't this a beautiful pen? I'll link the company it came from, Levenger, below. I also have this ink pen sent to me by the company Bastion. I adore this pen and use it to write gift notes and in some of my notebooks. I love the color, and just using it makes me feel more confident. I also appreciate that their ink cartridge can be replaced. I do have an affiliate link to Bastion Pens listed below. Their pens would make a great present for any book lover. Use the code Linda20 to get an extra 20% discount off your order. If you've got a person who loves color, magic markers and colored pens would be good choices. I like InkJoy. They write smoothly and the colors are beautiful. Once again, you can pick them up most anywhere, but I do have a link below. Number 4, tea, coffee, and or mugs for book lovers. Book lovers tend to like to curl up in comfortable spots with a mug of something tasty beside them. I know I do. As with Bookmarks, you can pick up some really cute mugs on Etsy. The mug doesn't have to have a bookish theme, but as with candles, it's fairly easy to find book-themed mugs these days. Just search for bookish mugs or book-themed mugs in a search engine. Libraries and museums tend to carry mugs in a theme your book lover would appreciate as well. To fill the mug, it's nice to give either tea or coffee. Uncommon Goods has a selection of book-themed teas. Check out their novelty literary blends, which I've linked below. You can have fun with this and be as high dollar or ornate and inexpensive as you'd like. I got some of those Uncommon Goods literary teas for Christmas a couple of years ago, and I really enjoyed them. Now, I've never seen book-themed coffee, but I wouldn't be surprised to find some out there. Category 5, book jewelry. Of course, you first want to make sure that your recipient likes to wear jewelry, but you can pick up book-themed necklaces, bracelets, and earrings in a lot of places. Amazon and Etsy have lots of choices. Another jewelry option is to pick a book your recipient likes and to have custom-made necklace or a charm bracelet made based on that book. Here's an example I still treasure from my own collection. When I was working as a high school librarian, I always attended prom to take pictures. Like most proms, these had themes. One year the theme was Alice in Wonderland. I know, right? I was so excited to have a book chosen as the theme. Anyway, I went dressed as the White Rabbit from the book. Just before graduation, a group of seniors bought me this necklace so I could remember my night as the White Rabbit. I'll treasure this forever. If you have a lover of Jane Austen, for instance, you could have a necklace made with a small teacup, a book, a bonnet, or a pair of slippers as charms. Have lots of fun with this. The ideas are limitless. And once again, if your recipient is a Jane Austen fan, you're really in luck. There are a lot of Pride and Prejudice inspired jewelry out there. I'll link to the Jane Austen site in Bath, England, so you'll see some things that you could purchase. And I've linked a few other examples of book-related jewelry below. Category 6, book bags. Even with e-readers some of us use, many people still like to read print books. And you need something to haul those books and journals and pens around with, right? So I'll link some of these from Etsy shops I've found, and here are a few pictures of a few book-themed ones. Don't feel limited to book themes for book bags. If you find a nice bag that matches your recipient's taste and personality, these would be appreciated too. These can be in the form of tote bags, backpacks, or messenger bags. Another option is crossbody bags made by the Well Read company, which is linked below. As an aside, you can also find nice pencil cases and bags so that they can always have highlighters and pens handy on the go. Number 7. Gift cards. Give that book lover something that's bound to make their day. A gift card to a bookshop, either local or online, would really get them excited. And if you think about it, it's really 3 gifts in one. First, they get to look forward to picking out what they're going to get. Second, they need to have fun going to get it. And third, they get to enjoy it when they get home. What could be better? If they are a fan of used books, see if a local used bookstore offers gift cards. I'm sure you know Amazon offers gift cards, but so does bookshop.org, Barnes & Noble, and even better, try your local independently run bookshop in your town. They probably have gift cards too. Category 8, books about books. This is for the truly book crazed on your list. This is my favorite type of book. Books about books are the gifts that just keep on giving for any book lover. Anytime they need inspiration to find their next title, these books are there to give them a hand. I'll link a video at the end on my 4 favorite books about books. I like books that give you suggestions on high quality books that are recommended to read. One example is 1,000 Books to Read Before You Die by James Mustich, and 2 others are my books, Library Lens Curated Collection of Superlative Nonfiction and Library Lens Biographies, Autobiographies, and Memoirs. You'll find links to all those below. But there are also books about books that writers like to read, books with artwork of books, and cookbooks for book lovers. There are all sorts of books like this out there. You can combine more than one interest at one time. You can find entire books devoted to just one book. One I want to read is Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy, The Story of Little Women and Why It Still Matters by Anne Boyd Briot. I'll link some of these books below. Number 9. Vintage books. Many book lovers are crazy about older books. I know I am. There's something about a first edition of a book that makes my heart sing. These can cost anywhere from $1 to thousands of dollars. I suggest try to find out what your recipient's favorite book is of all time, or maybe their favorite author of all time. You may need to do a little research to find out which editions are most collectible. If you can find an early edition with a dust jacket, that's a definite plus. Your best bet to find these is to explore in local used bookshops first, and then try searches online at places like Etsy, eBay, and Rare and Used Books online. Number 10, the last category. Deluxe edition books. These books are made with top quality paper and bindings. Some have very high quality illustrations and gorgeous end papers. If you can't find or afford a first edition of your recipient's favorite book, a deluxe edition can make a great substitute. The Folio Society, which I've linked below, is a source of deluxe books that will appeal to all sorts of bookish tastes. Barnes & Noble carry deluxe editions of Penguin Works, and the publishing company W.W. Norton Company produces fantastic, beautiful, well-made nonfiction books on all sorts of topics. To me, their books qualify as deluxe editions. I'll link all those below. You can also try your luck with typing in a book you know your recipient likes with deluxe edition beside the title in the search box. If it's a well-known book, chances are you'll find something special. And now for the bonus idea. This is a separate category that sort of combines the categories, and I think it's a lot of fun to think about and try to put together. How about putting together your own book-themed gift box? The possibilities are endless. Pick a nice basket or other container, like a book bag maybe, at a thrift store, a craft store, or a home goods store. Then simply fill it with whatever would appeal to your book lover. You can pick and choose from the ideas I provided or come up with your own. And here are just a few ideas of themes to get you started. One theme is a night on the couch. Line the basket with a soft throw in your recipient's favorite color. Add a book by their favorite author, a mug, a container of tea, a journal, and a pen. Or how about the cozy mystery basket? You could fill a book bag based on your recipient's favorite genre, like cozy mystery. For this one, I would include maybe tea, a pretty teacup and saucer, a couple of paperback mystery books, and a gift card. Bonus points if you add a charm bracelet with books, cats, teacups, detective hats, and magnifying glasses for charms. And finally, the classic box. Pick a classic book or author. Just for example, use Edgar Allan Poe. You can include a Poe t-shirt, which I've linked below, a journal and pen for jotting down notes, a biography of Poe, at least one book by him, plus a miniature raven to place on a desk or shelf. Line the whole thing with a black scarf. Truly, the possibilities are limitless. Just think of all the fun you can have, and think of how much your loved one is going to love this gift. Well, that's it for me today. If you have great ideas for book lovers that I overlooked, leave them in the comments below. Have you ever gotten a bookish gift that you will always treasure? I'd love to know about it. And until next time, happy reading.